welcome to Toto podcast. Today we are having a great and amazing time at Africa Media Festival. I would appreciate our guest.
Shireen Dava, hi, from ClimateXchange.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Matthew.
How was your experience at Africa Media Festival been so far?
I've had the most amazing time because I have met such interesting and creative people like yourself. Everyone that I've seen and met here has had a different way of looking at stuff, a different way of innovating, and a different way of approaching media, of which you are a prime example. So I'm super pleased to be talking to you.
What has been your favorite booth?
This booth, of course. I think it's super important what you're doing. So we also produce, we help our media journalists produce content. And so hearing what you're doing from a kid's perspective, made by kids, for kids, is super important. And I'm really enjoying talking to you. I loved your presentation yesterday. It was really exciting. So yeah, this is actually my favorite booth.
Wow. So far, what's been your favorite thing at the festival?
The favorite thing of the festival has been, I think, some of the demos and some of the Ignite talks. I think the demos have been really interesting ways to see firsthand what's going on, and the Ignite talks, because they've been really quick and they've been really snappy and fast. They're really good ways to have a download, and you get to see loads of interesting people.
Okay. Do you work with children?
No, we don't directly work with children, but I was actually speaking to one of your founders, and hopefully we will be using some of your content shortly to be working with you, or spreading it at least globally. Maybe, we hope.
Wow, I'm really excited if that happens.
Yeah.
As your job, what's your job?
So I'm the program director of ClimateXchange, and ClimateXchange was created by two journalists who founded a company called Suli. And they work in journalism and climate and misinformation. And they started Suli to restructure the ecosystem of media so that we can change the way that it's created. So exactly what you're doing, looking at it from a different perspective. And then my job is all to do with climate. So how can we rewrite the climate narrative? So how can we help media organizations reframe climate through culture, so that climate actually becomes a thing you want to talk about and a thing you proactively want to mitigate?
Wow, funny thing, I actually really involved in climate change issues. Yeah, I find it really fun. Would you recommend this job to children?
What, the journalism job or the reporting job?
Any, really, both.
So I think the importance for children in terms of what they want to do is to follow your heart and follow your passion. I think when you find the passion that you love, and you really want to go for it, then all of the things fall into place, because then it doesn't become a job, right? It becomes something that you want to do, and then that becomes not work, it becomes the way you live, and then it becomes an amazing way to live.
Wow, a really important message there. I hope you all heard that. So what are your final words for children out there?
I think follow your heart, find people who are your tribe and your friends that you can collaborate with, keep them close to you, and be kind to one another, because it can be tough out there. So keep your friends close and work really well together in whatever your heart says you should do.
Okay, and let's just imagine and assume someone listens to you and kind of wants to have a similar job. What would you encourage them to do?
I would encourage them to interesting. I would encourage them to go and actually find out what they like telling stories about, to really start to investigate what their voice is like, to investigate how their own personal brand is built. So like, what do you want to sound like in the world? How do you want to show up in the world? And to really live in your honest, true capacity and authenticity. Because people want to hear from other people who they trust. So I would say to do that. Find your voice and keep evolving your voice as you go.
Wow. They say you learn something new every day. Oh, wow. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, and I learned from you too, so I fully appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.